All right, going back to editing splines, we're currently going to work on editing a spline with all 90 degrees. We'll work on a curved one here in a minute. And let's just take a look what happens here. So if I choose temple over here, which is a spline, it knows it's a spline. And so since that happens, when I go over here to the modifier list, you'll see that it's already pulled up my spline modifiers, okay? In this particular case, we're going to edit vertices. So I click on vertices, and then I'm just going to use my trackball down here just to zoom in. And remember, I used this one here up here where instead of active viewport, I said show the active viewport. I could go just restore it, and I could go back to here, but I don't want it. I want to maximize it. So I'm on this maximum view. And now all I have to do is use my move function. So I just hit select and move. And then each vertice I want to move, it's just like we were moving things before. I pick the vertice, I move it up, down, left, or right, depending on what I want. Okay. I do my best to get them straight, but I don't think we totally have to overcook it. Okay. Why my OCD kicks in. So again, we just try to move these vertices so that they're pretty much close to linear, and they sit in the corners of the figures that we're trying to outline. As you can tell, not always easy to get them exactly straight, but we're going to come close. Okay, this one needs to go down a little. I think you get the main idea, right? We're going to pull this over. Looks like it's going downhill, so we're going to pull it up just a tad. This one looks pretty good. I'll take this one, move it up a bit. I'll take this one, move it up, and now move it over. Okay, so I've pretty much cleaned that up now. Maybe this one just a skosh off. Okay, stop. Let it go. Let it go. All right, now turn off your vertice selector. And we're still on splines, and if we're not, make sure that you've lit up the spline so it should turn white. We can go back here and we can roller ball out and then roller ball back in to make sure we see what we're doing. Temple is chosen, so now I'm going to go to my modifier list, and down on modifiers there's something called extrude. I'll admit I haven't read the chapter yet. I'm assuming you're supposed to extrude this thing, I don't know, 40 or 50 or something like that. I'm just going to pick a number for a moment. Amounts, I'm going to pick 30 just to see what happens. And I'm not going to worry about any segments for right now. And as I go ahead and do an amount 30 and I hit it, let's see what actually happened here. And I'm going to go back and look at restore my viewports. As you can see, I've now made that temple have some depth. It came up out of the top of the page. I might have wanted to change it to maybe 40, but I don't know. It's pretty darn close. I'm going to make it just a little bigger. I'm going to go 40 and then just hit a return again. And as you can see, it just got bigger. So this is the basic concepts. We finish up a spline by editing the corners, and then we, make it happen. I could still go back to this temple now because now this thing is a shape. And since it's a shape, I can do some of our other normal stuff with it. I can go back to shapes and I can say, I can hit color, and I don't want the thing that color. I would want it to be some sort of stucco looking thing, and hit OK, and it'll change the color, not a problem. All right. Can I move it around? Sure. Can I enlarge it? Sure. If I wanted to change everything using the same modifiers that we could before, yes, we've turned a spline into a shape of some sort. So that's good enough for today, and then we'll look at some irregular shapes here in a moment. Thanks.